my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look using all new, well, 90% of it is all new. I'd say 90% of it is all new drugstore products that I have actually purchased in the past few months. I didn't really do a haul with a lot of these, but guys, I am so glad that I am finally getting to do this tutorial and show you how I got this look, because you're going to be so surprised when you see how well these products work. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys for being here, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using this new Essence I Love Strobing Highlighting Eyeshadow Primer. So I'm just going to place it here. I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes today because, as you know, if there's any fallout, I don't want to get all over my foundation. So I'm just using this Real Techniques base shadow brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and set it with the NYX Lap Dance. Use this Sonia Kashuk tapered brush. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Moda Prismatic 7-piece Beautiful Eyes Flip Kit. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to also use the Moda Mythical 6-piece Star Travel Kit. So I'm going to go in with both of these. These were at Walmart, and the travel kit comes with this cute little holographic bag that says Moda on there. So here's the eye kit, and it comes with this holographic brush holder. It's got little inserts, where you can actually stick your brushes in there. So I've got 4 palettes that I'm going to be testing out, but today I'm only probably going to use 2 of them. So I really want to use this Profusion Sultry palette. And these palettes were $10 at Target. So here's what the colors look like. And then, of course, I'm going to use their Profusion Eye and Cheek palette. And here are the colors here. And then they've got this Metals palette. Looks like this. It comes with a brush and a pencil, and it also comes with the eyeshadow primer. Here are the colors here. And I'm not sure if I really want to use this one. When I brought it home, in the store it looked nice, but when I brought it home, I didn't like it as much as I liked the Sultry palette. So yeah, I'm probably not going to use the Metals palette, but I did get this one, which I was really surprised that Target is now selling BH Cosmetics, and so I got this one, and it's the Foil Eyes 28 color eyeshadow palette. So this is the outside of the palette. Here's the inside, and these are all foiled shadows. So I wanted to see how these worked out. I have purchased BH Cosmetics palettes in the past, years ago, and I hadn't purchased in a while, so I saw that Target had these, and I went ahead and grabbed one of them. They had like a nude, and I think they had like a warmer tone, and then a cooler, like a smoky eye one, but I wanted to go ahead and try the foiled palette out. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started with my eyes. I'm going to use the Sultry palette, and I know I said that I probably was only going to use 2, but I think I'm going to use more of the eye and cheek palette for like my cheeks, with the blush and the highlighter. Maybe the highlighter, because I have a highlighter that I want to use too, but I do want to go into this foiled shadow palette, so we'll see. We're gonna work through this. So let's go ahead and go into the Sultry palette. It comes with this little plastic piece here, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of rip that off. Oh gosh, it broke. Look, the black broke. It really stinks that this actually cracked. Either way, we're gonna work with it. Now it comes with this brush here. It's a double-ended brush, and it's like got a flat side, and then it's got a blending side to it. It feels really soft. So I might use this brush too, as well as the other brushes that I just showed you, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this crease brush, and I'm gonna go into the color Ecstatic, this color right here. And I'm gonna go into my crease with that. This is very powdery. I'm barely dipping my brush in there. Oh, it's way powdery. I'm gonna show you, I barely dipped my brush in there and look at all that powder that came off. And a little kick up honestly doesn't bother me at all. As long as it goes onto my eyelid and blends well. So I hit the excess off the brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go into the crease. And this brush is nice. It's very soft. And the color is coming on my eyelid with like really no, I don't have any issues. It's blending in really well. It's not going all over the place. Wow, that looks really nice. And it has nice pigmentation. So see, a little kick up is not that big of a deal if you can work with the shadow. And if it blends easily, that's what you're looking for. I know a lot of people don't like that when they're so powdery, but I don't really, I mean, it's not a big bother to me as long as the shadow works. As soon as I saw these palettes in Target, I was like, for 10 bucks, I'd love to try it. Just to try it, just so I can see if it was worth it, you know? Not worth it, but you know, it's $10. I mean, how many shadow palettes can you find for 10 bucks that work really well and that are highly pigmented, like this one so far? So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the next color, and it's gonna be the color Wonder. This one below Ecstasy, right there. And take that same brush. This one doesn't have a lot of kick up, so. Wow, that goes on so nicely. Guys, I really like this brush. It's doing such a good job of putting enough product on my lid and blending it out so well. So next I'm just gonna take this smaller brush, and this is from the eye kit, and I'm just gonna blend the edges out just to blend that color so it doesn't look so harsh. Then I'm gonna go in with the other eye brush. It's a tapered eye brush, and it's actually double-ended. It's got this smaller brush on the end, but the top here is tapered. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the color Zing right here, and I'm just gonna go into the crease with that. Just a little deeper toned. Guys, these brushes are so good, and they're so soft. The colors are blending well with each other. This would be a great Christmas gift for someone who is just starting with makeup, as far as like, you know, kind of experimenting with other colors. I mean, I'm telling you, this is a great palette to start with. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take that brush again and just go over the edges here. So next I'm gonna go into this color. It's called Thrash, and it's this deep green color here. Kind of like a jade green. I'm gonna go ahead and use the smaller side of that brush that I used earlier, and I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna place that all over my lid. And I hope this works out because it looks so beautiful in the palette. So I'm really hoping this works out. Wow. Wow, guys, this is so stinking pigmented. Oh my gosh, I love this color. I know you can't probably tell on camera, but it is gorgeous. And it is going on so creamy and so smooth. And literally, there's like hardly any fallout with this shadow. So I'm just going on the lid up to the crease, but not over that crease. Guys, look at that. Do you see that? Do you see how beautiful that is? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And I'm just gonna turn it around and then just blend gently in that crease. It's gonna take a little bit more. And then taking a brush and just kind of blending the edge of that green. Let me go ahead and do the other eye. All right, I went ahead and did the other eye. Let me go ahead and go into this BH Cosmetics Foil Eyes palette. And I think I'm just gonna put a color in the center of my lid. And I think I'm gonna go in with this green here, right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go in with a brush first, but if that doesn't work real well, then I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger. So let me take this Up and Up brush by Target. It's just a little flat brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and run that through that green. And then I'm gonna place that just in the center of my eyelid. It's coming off pretty good. It's not too bad with the brush. Let me get a little bit of setting spray and spray my brush. It doesn't look too bad without the setting spray, but I want to have like a little bit more like oomph to the eye. So I put a little bit of setting spray and then I'm gonna dab it. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. On the center of my lid. Wow, this is pretty shadow too. That makes a whole lot of difference when you put a little bit of setting spray with these foil shadows. It just intensifies it even more. Then I'm gonna take that brush that I used for the darker green and I'm just gonna kind of blend it on the edges with that lighter green. Just with that one color, it looked really pretty. It went on really nicely, but I wanna see how well these foil shadows play out. So I'm gonna play with it a little bit more and then I'll let you guys know in a later video. But so far, just from that green color, it looked really pretty. I'm gonna go back into the Sultry palette and I just want to kind of give my eyelid, like on the outside, just a little bit of depth. I'm gonna go in with this Nightlife. It's actually the black that broke. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It's like a tapered crease brush and it's from the Eyes Kit. And I'm gonna go ahead and dip my brush in there gently, tap off the excess, and kind of go in just at the edge, just to give it a little bit of depth from that. Just to kind of give it a little bit smokier look. And I'm not actually putting it on the green, I'm just going out on the corner. It's not a very dark black, which actually to me is better because it works with the shadow and it doesn't look too harsh. But this kind of brush is perfect because it kind of just goes right where I need it. Well, my camera stopped, so I don't know where I left off, but what I was saying about this brush, it's pointed enough just to go right where I need it on the outside of my eyelid. It just fits perfectly there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the tapered brush. It has a little bit of the zing on it, just a little bit left over, and I'm just gonna take it and blend it into the crease gently, just on the outside. I don't wanna mess up what I already did with the black. Okay, and we'll come back to the shadows to do the bottom lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and clean some of the fallout that I had. It wasn't much, which was so great for this palette. I'm just really impressed. I just can't believe that this palette has that much pigmentation and it's only 10 bucks. So let me go ahead and clean this off. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with my foundation. And I'm gonna be using the NYX Angel Veil Primer. If you watch my videos, you guys know that I love this primer. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Master Camo color correcting pen in the color Apricot. I put way too much. I went a little overboard on the color correction, so forgive me for that. Normally I don't do that, but I actually put too much on my finger. I'm going to go ahead and go in with Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Desert Beige and Golden Beige. I'm going to mix both of these in hopes to get a good color for me. I'm going to go ahead and use the EcoTools Perfect Blender Duo, and it is the exclusive design for Christmas. The colors are great. So it's got a little silver, or actually a gray sponge, and then a little maroon sponge. I've dampened this beauty blender or beauty sponge. EcoTools make some really good beauty sponges. I really love this foundation because when you take pictures with this foundation, it looks so beautiful. And it just stays on the skin so nicely. I haven't done like a real wear test with this foundation, like as far as like how many hours it lasts, but I have used this foundation for special occasions and special events, and I love the way it looks in pictures. Next, I'm going to go in with the concealer by Maybelline. It's the Instant Age Rewind in medium. I really can't seem to find a concealer that I like more than this one when it comes to Drugstore. So this is one of my favorites. And I'm going to go in with the small EcoTools blending sponge for my under eyes. So next I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes, and I'm just going to go in with my Old Faithful, my Hourglass Diffused Light Powder. I'm going to use this Moda complexion brush, and I'm just going to dab it in there to set my under eyes. I don't have a Drugstore setting powder for my under eyes, so I have to go back to this one every time. Now I'm going to go in with this Soap and Glory The Mighty Contourer. Such a cute little name. And then it's got this contour cream here, and it's got a blush and highlight, both cream on the other side with a little mirror. I don't use the blush and highlight, but I do use the contour cream. I have been using it. I've been loving it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with that. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush with the contour cream and contour my face. I really love this contour cream. It goes on really smoothly. And like I said, this is somewhat new to me. I've been using it probably for the past 2 weeks, and I'm just loving it. It's just really nice. And it's not too like gray for me. I don't like it when my contour looks too gray. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my face with this Soap and Glory Kick-Ass powder. And it is a instant retouch press powder, but it's a translucent powder. So I've set my face with this many a times before. And I'm going to go in with just the Japanesque tapered brush. It's just going to lightly set all that. This is such a great powder. Okay, I'm going to go in with the bronzer by NYC, and it is in Sunny. It's very warm bronzer. I'm going to go in with this blush brush, and I'm going to use this for my bronzer. These brushes are so super soft. I'm going to go ahead and go into my blush. And I think what I'm going to use is, I think I'm going to go in, I'm going to mix these two here. I'm going to start with this one to see how it works out, which is called Lush, right here. And then I'm going to go in with this one if I need a little bit more pigmentation. So we'll see how this goes. And I'm going to go in with this small tapered brush by Japanesque. The Lush is just beautiful on its own, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna add anything to it. And that's beautiful. I really like the blush from the Eye and Cheek palette. It went on really nice and it's very nicely pigmented. I definitely want to play with some of these shadows here, and I'm hoping that they're just as good as the Sultry palette. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and then we'll get started with the bottom lash line. So I'm going to do that off camera because you guys know how I am about my eyebrows. I'm going to use one new product, and it's called the Brow Drama Shaping Chalk Powder. So I want to do it off camera because I know that I'm not really good at it and I don't want to mess up and have it go everywhere. So I'm just going to do this really gently and very slow. So I'm going to have to go off camera for a minute, but I'll be right back. Okay, I came back on camera because guys, this is freaking insane. It's so amazing. It's called Brow Drama Shaping Chalk Powder, and I had to show you guys. I did one eyebrow. I'm going to show you how freaking easy it is to use this. So basically I shook it, and I was so afraid because when it comes out, it's like, see this little piece here? It's like this little, I don't know, it's like it looks like an eyeshadow brush, like, you know, like one of those soft eyeshadow brushes. And it's powdery. It's very, very powdery. I don't know if you can tell. So what I did was I took it out and I kind of scraped the edge. Okay, so I was afraid that I was gonna mess up, but I put it on my eyebrow and I just, literally all I did was, look at that. It takes like no effort at all. And then what I did was I just took, there actually is some fallout on my shirt, but that's okay. Because it's like I said, it's really super powdery. So what I did was I just took my, like a lash wand, kind of like an eyelash wand, or even you can use like a eyebrow brush. But all I did was just kind of brush it through to kind of, you know, just kind of even it out. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is so good. It is so, so good. And there's like really no way to mess up. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have like a little bit of fallout. All I'm gonna do is take this brush and just clean that. It's not that much, but it's that simple. So neat. This is such a neat product. This is amazing. So I'm really liking this. Okay, so what I did was I took this Maybelline Brow Precise Perfecting Highlighter. I took this little slanted angled definer brush and I just kind of cleaned like just the inside of my brows and just on the top. I just took a little bit of this, put the brush in it, and just cleaned it up. So that's what I used to clean up my brows. Let's go ahead and go in with the highlighters. So I have two highlighters that I have been wanting to try, and I've had these for a while. It's a Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and I've got the colors Rose Gold and Champagne. So this is Champagne, and this is Rose Gold. And I think for this look today, I might just go ahead and go in with Rose Gold. And it just twists off like this. This is Rose Gold. Oh my goodness. When I say that these are butter highlighters, they literally feel like butter when you swatch them. That's the Rose Gold. Okay, now I've got to swatch the Champagne because the Rose Gold was so freaking buttery. So here is the Champagne. It's a pretty gold color. Guys, these are so soft. And that's the gold one there. Rose Gold, Champagne. Let me smell these. Oh, and they've got the same scent that the bronzer has, which I love. It kind of smells like the beach. So yeah, it smells really good. I got this e.l.f. It's this new e.l.f. highlighting brush, And I'm going to use the e.l.f. highlighting brush to highlight my cheekbones. Looks like this, just like a tapered brush. And I'm going to dip it into that rose gold. And then I'm going to go on the tops of my cheekbones. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. And I'm just going to put a little bit over my eyebrow. Let's get my hair out of the way. Guys, these highlighters are so beautiful. And they're Physicians Formula. And they smell wonderful. A little bit on the bridge of my nose. My Cupid's bow. These are so nice. They're just literally just like butter. When you touch butter, how soft it is, that's what these are about. So let's go ahead and go in with the Sultry palette and do the rest of my eyes. I'm going to go in with the pretty much the same colors like I always do. So I'm going to go in with Ecstasy first. Then I'm going to go in with Wonder. And then I'm going to go in with that darker color Zing. And I'm using a shading brush by Real Techniques. And I'm using it for every single shade that I'm going into. And I'm kind of blowing that out at the bottom, making it a little bit more of a blown out look, not so much of a precise look. And then I'm going to go in with Jade. I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm just going to go in with Jade. Why did I say Jade? It's Thrash. I'm going to go in with Thrash, and I'm just going to go just as close to the lash line as possible, and just here at the edge into the middle. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use some mascara, and I'm going to go in with the Essence Volume Stylist Curl and Hold Mascara. This has been one of my favorite mascaras here lately, so you'll probably see it in my monthly favorites. And I don't have to put a lot on my top lashes because I have extension, but it goes on beautifully with the extensions. It doesn't make them like clump up. And I'm going to use this for my bottom lashes as well. So for the lips, I'm going to go ahead and try two lip colors. I'm going to go in with the bold lip color that you can wear with this if you just want to go with that bold look for, you know, the holidays. And I'm going to go in with a nude lip color so that if you just want to have the focus on your eyes. So let's go ahead and get started with let's go ahead and do the nude first, and then we'll work into the bold lip color. Okay, so I went ahead and put some chapstick on because I'm going to try the NYX Natural Lip Liner. Then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in Nudist Peach. So I line my lips with that pencil. I really like these Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit matte lipsticks. They're really nice and they feel really good on the lips. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So this is the nude lip. You can actually go in with a softer nude, like a more brown nude or more pinky nude. It's just your preference, whatever you like. I just figured that I'd use this because I've had it and I wanted to use it, and I really like this color. It's a nice nude peach color. So now that you've seen the nude lip, I'm going to go ahead and take this off and put on the dark lip. Okay, for the dark lip, I'm going to go in with this Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in Ravish. Okay, now that I've lined my lips with Ravish, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Infallible Lip Paint it's a metallic lip paint by L'Oreal, and it is in Liquid Venom. So I'm going to go ahead and place that on my lips. I really like this. It's pretty and it doesn't feel drying on the lips. It feels very comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and do my hair. I probably won't do anything too fancy, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I just put a curling iron through my hair. It's a little flat, but it'll do for this look. I wanted to say that I am so impressed with these Profusion palettes. I had no idea that it was going to create such a great look. The eyeshadow went on well, it did not crease, it looks so nice, it blended beautifully. Guys, if you find this in your Target, these are only $10. I'm literally going back to get the other two eyeshadow palettes because for 10 bucks, they're amazing. This one right here is the one that I use the most, and I use the shimmer colors and I use the matte colors, and they worked beautifully. The only thing I used out of here was the blush, but still, as you can see, it's very pigmented and it went on nicely. Now, I did not try, they had a contour palette, they had a bronzer palette, they had a lip gloss or a matte lipstick. They had some other things, I just didn't pick those up. This palette here, the BH Cosmetics, the green went on nicely. As you can see, it's on the center of my eye. It went on beautifully. Once I put a little bit of setting spray on my brush, it just intensified it even more. Guys, the highlighters, beautiful. I love, 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 love these highlighters. I hope that Physicians Formula will come out with more because these are so buttery and creamy. Once you swatch them, they are just one of the softest highlights I've ever felt. Just so nice. So anyway, these are really good. Guys, all these brushes are so soft. So soft, and they're so pretty. I mean, they're just great brushes. They didn't shed on me. They blended all the makeup really well. I really like these brushes. The Essence Highlighting Eyeshadow Base. This was good. I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I mean, it's not something that you need to go out and rush out and buy. So I don't have anything really bad to say about it. The Mighty Contourer, like I said, this is probably going to be in my November favorites coming up soon. But this contour cream is very creamy, easy to work with, and I really, really like the tone that it gives off when contouring right here under my cheekbones. I don't like a lot of gray, so this is just perfect for me. Oh, the brow powder. Guys, the brow powder. The brow powder is going to be one of my new favorites for eyebrows. It works amazingly. I love the way my eyebrows came out. I know they're not perfect, but this is a lot easier to use than a pencil. I mean, it is effortless. So yeah, this is a big plus. The highlighting brush by e.l.f. was only $3, and it's not a bad brush to actually highlight your face. You could also use it to contour as well because it's kind of tapered and it's really soft. So this was a good buy too. Yeah guys, this is the end of my holiday look using Nude drugstore products. And a lot of these products are probably not new to you, but they are new to me, and I'm so glad that I could share them with you. And like I said, I'm so excited about these Profusion palettes. Guys, please go out and get you at least one. For 10 bucks, get you one, test it out, see if you like it. I'm telling you, I don't think that you're gonna be sorry at all when you purchase those palettes. And honestly, they're great gifts. So, okay guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me. And look out for my next video that I'll be posting on a holiday look using not drugstore products, but high-end products. So yeah, because this one was drugstore products, so I'll be doing some high-end products. And honestly, this shadow feels like a high-end product. I can't get over the shadow, as you can see. Anyway, so guys, thanks for joining me. Love you guys. Thanks for your support, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.